Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable President, Honorable Secretary General, who's not here as yet, distinguished speakers, parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's an honor for me to address the 152nd Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union in Istanbul. I thank the Grand National Assembly of Türkiye for its warm hospitality. The theme for our today's debate, nurturing hope, securing peace, ensuring justice for future generations, is a test of our role as parliamentarians. The global order, established 80 years ago by humanity collectively, will and wisdom at a point of inflection. The international community faces a deeply troubling landscape of unresolved conflicts, festering disputes, and new and escalating crises. Around the world, unresolved disputes have morphed into prolonged conflicts. The flames of war rage in several regions across the globe. The crises have inflicted untold human suffering, displaced millions, and undermined our collective faith in the international system's ability to deliver justice and peace. Pakistan remains a firm believer in the promise and power of parliamentary diplomacy as an instrument of hope for trust building and cooperation essential to conflict prevention and resolution. Excellencies, respect and adherence to the fundamental principle of UN Charter, the non-use of threat, of use of force, self-right of determination, respect for sovereign equality and territorial integrity of states, non-interference in their internal affairs, pacific settlement of disputes remain critical for the maintenance of international peace and security. We, the parliamentarians, must collectively acknowledge that durable peace cannot be forged through power projection, but through dialogue, mutual respect, and inclusive diplomacy. Despite the Charter of the UN's providing comprehensive tools for the specific settlement of disputes, including negotiation, inquiry, mediation, conciliation, arbitration, and judicial settlement, these mechanisms remain underutilized or selectively applied. Ladies and gentlemen, India continued aggression and denial the right of self-determination to the Kashmiris in the Indian illegal occupied Jammu and Kashmir remain the primary source of instability in South Asia. Jammu and Kashmir remain an international recognized dispute territory. The final disposition of such is to be made in accordance with the relevant UNSC resolutions and as per the aspirations of the people of Kashmir. India must also reverse its unilateral and illegal measures it has taken since 5th May 2019 in the Indian-occupied held Jammu and Kashmir. However, instead of peaceful resolution of outstanding disputes, India has adopted a threatening rhetoric, and aggressive posturing by India is also a matter of concern. India illegally moved to hold the Indus Water Treaty in abeyance is highly irresponsible and constitute a blatant violation of international law, the treaty itself, and the establishment norms of interstate relations. This weaponization of water has become an ever-present trigger for conflict in South Asia with far-reaching implications. Pakistan is fully entitled to take all appropriate steps to safeguard its due share of water as guaranteed under the treaty. Ladies and gentlemen, the Palestinian people unfortunately continue to endure illegal occupation, dispossession, systemic violence, and the denial of their inalienable right, including the inalienable right of self-determination. Over the past 2 years, their suffering has reached unprecedented levels, particularly in Gaza, where more than 71,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, have been martyred. Violence has also intensified sharply in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem. Despite the grim realities, the international community has pursued a path towards hope and peace. The United Nations High-Level Conference in July and the UN General Assembly endorsement of the New York Declaration last year established a multilateral pathway to a Palestinian statehood. Efforts by the United States, led by President Donald Trump and supported by Arab Islamic countries, including Pakistan, advanced the Gaza peace plan. Pakistan believes that a time-bound and irreversible political process anchored in relevant UN resolution must lead to the establishment of a sovereign, independent, and contiguous state of Palestine on the basis of pre-1967 border with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. That this is the guarantee for durable peace and stability in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan seeks an immediate end to the ongoing conflict in the region and has been carrying out intensive diplomatic efforts to facilitate dialogue and diplomacy. I would like to reiterate Pakistan's gratitude to the Islamic Republic of Iran, the United States of America, for responding to the efforts made by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, and the Deputy Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mohammad Ishaq Dar, and the Chief of Defense Forces of Pakistan, Field Marshal Sayyid Asim Munir, for an immediate ceasefire in the region, as well as for engaging in Islamabad talks on the 11th and 12th of April this year. Islamabad talks represent a significant and historic breakthrough. With the active mediation of Pakistan, the two sides had several rounds of constructive negotiations. The overall approach by the two sides remained very constructive and promising. We hope that the two sides continue with the positive spirit to achieve durable peace and prosperity for the entire region and beyond. It is imperative that parties continue to uphold their commitment to ceasefire. Pakistan has been and will continue to play its role to facilitate engagement and dialogue between the parties. Excellencies, the worsening situation in Afghanistan continues to pose a serious threat to regional peace and security. Today, Afghanistan is a sanctuary for terrorist groups and proxies, a reality acknowledged by global assessments. This has destabilized the region with dire consequences and security challenges for its immediate neighbors, particularly Pakistan. As immediate neighbors bound by geography and deep-rooted ties, cultural linkages, and fraternal bonds, no country desires peace and stability. No country desires peace and stability in Afghanistan more than Pakistan does. This is why Pakistan has always prioritized dialogue with Afghanistan. Terrorism emanating from Afghanistan's spoil poses a grave threat not only its immediate neighbors, but also to the border region and beyond. For the protection of its citizens, territories, and sovereignty, Pakistan will take all necessary
We're moving on to
defensive measures. I'll just take a minute. I have to talk about climate also, because that's killing everyone.
Please conclude.
Okay,
you are
I'll
over
do
by
that.
2 minutes. Thank you.
So, less than a minute. Climate change is among the most pressing global challenges, with forecasts confirming unprecedented negative impacts worldwide. For Pakistan, this issue of climate change is an existential issue, as it is ranked among the top most affected countries. We have therefore accordingly prioritized domestic climate actions that include the launch of Recharge Pakistan project to implement ecosystem-based flood management, the first ever national carbon markets policy, and the introduction of climate-sensitive government budgeting. These are some of the actions Pakistan enabling the country to swiftly transition to green economy and build national resilience against negative effects of climate change. Distinguished guests, let us reaffirm our collective resolve into concrete collective actions that nurture hope, secure peace, and ensure justice for generations yet born. The Parliament of Pakistan remains committed to working with all members to strengthen cooperation and advance a world where peace is sustained by justice and guided by hope for our people and for the generations to come. I thank you all, and sorry for the extra 30 seconds.
Thank you very much.